G'day everyone, this is Mike White from bitcofund.com, and today I'm just going to go through what I believe to be the quickest and easiest way to get started in Bitcoin. I know it can be a little bit confusing once you hear about it and looking for the best way to get started, so this is it. So what I've done here is put together a little tutorial on how I think is the best way to go. So it's going to be quick, easy and safe. You're not going to need any downloads for your computer. And once you have the coins, you can send the coins to other Bitcoin accounts anywhere in the world in seconds, and it's almost free. It might cost you 5 to 10 cents. And you only need three things. You're only going to need money, an email address, and obviously the internet. So let's get started. There are 4 steps to this process, and I'll go through the whole lot and then we'll actually go online and I'll run through the process so you can actually see how it's done as well. So the first step is to open an account at localbitcoins.com. Localbitcoins is basically a worldwide network of people just like you and me who buy and sell Bitcoins online. Then you're going to need to find a seller. We'll go through exactly how you do that. And then you buy your Bitcoins, so you can use cash or other methods. And once you have the Bitcoins, you can do with them what you wish. And I'll show you exactly how to send them. Okay, so for step number 1, we'll start off with your regulation Google page. And we'll just do a search for local Bitcoins. Which is there, comes up as the first one. So click on that. And you can see this is the home page. You're going to know that it's the real deal as long as you see HTTPS up in the address section there. Okay, so this is the home page. Here is a list of people who will sell. So if you want to buy, they're there, and if you want to sell, there's other people there. I'll come back to that in a moment. You can see that there are currently Bitcoin traders in almost 3,000 cities and 166 countries around the world. So odds are there is a Bitcoin trader near you. And what we want to do is sign up here, which is on the top right hand side, and it is free. We want to fill in these details here. I've just made a mock-up email here. We'll call this Joe's Coins. And I'll put in a password. You want to have a half-decent password because it is going to be checked in money. And then we pop in this section here. And then once that's all done, click register at the bottom. And within a couple of seconds, you will receive in your inbox an email that you'll just need to click and verify. So wait for that to come through. And this is the email that you'll get. So it says basically verification at local Bitcoins. And it says please confirm your email by clicking this link. So you click on that. And I've actually just done this, but that'll basically take you back to the home page where you can log in again, and I'll do that now. Okay, so I'm going to log in with one of my accounts now. As you can see, in my wallet, I've got just over 4 Bitcoins, and it's exactly the same as the startup page, except now you can see this is a real account. Okay, so once you sign in, what we want to do now is choose a seller. So if we can see here, we've got a list of sellers on this side here. Further down, we've got a list of buyers. Now, if you want to change your location, you can just enter any location in the world there, and you can search for a city or a country. Here, I'm looking to do a bank transfer, so as long as you're in the country, that should be fine. And what we're going to be looking at here is a few things. One is the price that they're charging for the Bitcoin, and also the reputation of the seller is very important. So if we have a look over here, Tough Pup has only actually had 1 transaction. The person was happy with it. But you might want to start off by buying from people who have had a lot more transactions. For example, Daniel Jackson here and Bitbank have both had over 100 transactions, and they've had very good feedback as well. So you might be paying a little bit more for that. But as more people join in, these spreads are obviously going to tighten up because there'll obviously be more competition. So these top section is if you want to buy Bitcoins online, and then the one underneath is if you want to meet face to face and pay cash. So you can see that the prices are the prices, that whatever people want to do. Okay, so let's say we're happy with the prices that are there, and even if I just want to get my feet wet with Bitcoin, I'd rather buy from someone who's more trusted and pay a little bit more. So let's have a look at Daniel Jackson. And this will be an online bank transfer. So Bank Transfer Australia, and I'm going to click the buy button here. And that will bring you to this page where you can see on the right hand side is just a brief description about how Daniel Jackson conducts his business. Cash deposit or internet transfer. Once a transaction appears in my account, will release Bitcoins from escrow. Now that's pretty standard across the board. So as soon as they see the money, they'll be happy to transfer you the Bitcoins. So what we want to do is have a look over here on the left hand side and see the price. So it's 156.87 Australian dollars for 1 Bitcoin, and Daniel Jackson and the trade limit. So between 100 and 4,079 Australian dollars is his limits, and let's say we want to buy 0.5 Bitcoins. So we put that there, and then on this side we'll see that it's $78.44, which is actually underneath what his trade limit is. So for Daniel Jackson to accept our request to buy from him, we'll have to actually increase that a little bit to make it over $100. So let's say we want to buy 0.8 Bitcoins, and what will that do? Okay, so now we're in the green and the trade will be accepted. And if you have a look here, there's a payment window of 90 minutes, which means you have 90 minutes to confirm that you've actually made the payment. Otherwise, the trade request will be cancelled. Now this payment window is here just to protect both sides of the transaction from movements in the price of the actual Bitcoin, because it can be quite volatile. So that locks in the price, and then what we do is send the trade request. So we'll click here, and that'll bring us to this page, which shows that I am buying 0.8006 Bitcoins. That 006 will be the fee for the transaction, so it is basically free, and the total cost is going to be $125.50 for me. And this shows you exactly how to make the payment. So basically you can go to any Commonwealth Bank, ANZ, or NAB, or Bendigo Bank and deposit into these accounts. So you've got the BSB and the account numbers there, and the reference that you need to give when you're making the transaction, which is very important, is this number at the bottom. So that allows the other party to actually see which transaction that money is coming from. So you can actually do that online, or you can go directly to one of the branches. And this information here is just Daniel Jackson letting you know that cash transactions over the counter at the branch of the bank are a lot quicker than doing it over the internet. If you do over the internet, it can take up to 24 to 48 hours for everything to be verified. If you do want to just get your coin straight away, you're better off just popping down to your local branch and giving cash over the counter. So once you've actually made the payment, you can do it online straight away and then just come back to the same page, or if you go and come back, you can just log back into your account, and you'll be able to see in your transactions, there'll be a little note saying that this is ready for you, and then all you do is click that, mark payment complete. I haven't done it, so I'm not going to mark the payment complete. And what that does, it tells Localbitcoins that you've fulfilled your side of the agreement. And so once you've actually made the payment, clicked on this mark payment complete, and the seller has seen the money in his bank account, then he'll release the funds to you, and he'll put them into your Localbitcoins wallet, which is up here. And then you have Bitcoins. And once the seller sends you the coins, you'll get a notification via email just telling you exactly how much Bitcoin you received and a transaction number for your records there as well. And once you've actually received the coins, the site will ask you to update your feedback for the transaction. So if it happened pretty swiftly and you're really happy with them, leave a positive remark at least. This helps them with their business, so try and help them out. I am yet to have a bad experience. And then you click update feedback, and that's it. So we've signed up, we've chosen our seller, and we've bought Bitcoins. The final part of the process that we're going to look at today is going to be how to send Bitcoins. So if we go into the wallet section of the Localbitcoin site, this shows you where you can send Bitcoins and how you can receive other Bitcoins. And I'll just make a quick note about this warning that's popped up to me here. You can actually have a two-factor authentication, which means in order to log into your account, you need your password, and then they also send an SMS to your phone, which is a great double up on the security feature. But I'm overseas at the moment and I'm using a few different phones, but as soon as I get back, I'll be setting that up for sure. And having a look back over to the right, you can see this big number here That big number is your account number for people to send money to. So it's exactly like your BSB and account number for your bank account. And if you want to send Bitcoins, you're going to need another person's address, which is similar to this. You can pop it in there, enter how much you want to put in, and then send from wallet. And that's it. So let's see how long it takes to actually send some Bitcoins this way. So I've got an address here. I'm going to send it to another wallet that I have, and I'm going to open up that wallet as we do it to see exactly how long it takes. So that's my address, and I'm going to send 0.2 Bitcoins. So what I've got here is another account, and let's send from wallet and see how long it takes to actually get there. So it's just loading up now. Okay, there we go, and I've just received that 0.2 Bitcoin. So it literally took a couple of seconds. Okay, now if we have a look at the transactions here, there'll be a question mark over this one, and what that means is, if you have a look closely, it says 0 of 6 confirmations. So if we have a look at the overview, it's still unconfirmed, and basically in this, the system is going to wait for a couple of confirmations before you can actually use those funds, but that only takes a couple of minutes. But you can see it's in there and it's just been confirmed as we wait. So that's how you send Bitcoins to another Bitcoin wallet. And congratulations, you're now a welcome addition to the Bitcoin community. So let's just recap what we went through today. We've got the 4 steps to buy the Bitcoins. Firstly, open your account at Localbitcoins. Then you find your seller, someone you're happy to do business with. Then you buy your coins using cash or however you'd like to pay. And then you start spending away. So I hope this has been helpful. Thanks for watching. And if you'd like to keep up to date with what's going on in the Bitcoin world, feel free to subscribe and you'll have instant access to any new videos that I create. Alternatively, if you do have any questions, guys, feel free to leave some questions or comments underneath and I'll be happy to help you out. So thanks for watching. This is Mike from bitcofund.com, and we'll see you next time.